Following a tough 2 years economically, 2010 saw consumers returning to convenience stores in welcome numbers. Sharing exclusive data during CSP's Convenience Retailing University, David Porter-Latin of the NPD Group said the convenience channel is on a dramatic post-recession rebound.
The first measure is one we call channel penetration. It's really just a metric that's reflective of what percentage of the population is using the convenience channel on a consistent basis. And as you can see, through 2010, there was quite a rebound, which reflects a broadening of the customer base, meaning the channel overall is reaching a larger percentage of consumers. And then more importantly, those consumers have started shopping more frequently again. So as we went through a recessionary downturn where consumers were really in cutback mode all across the board, and they were looking for every way possible to rationalize their expenditures, and they were trying to put off any kind of impulse purchase of any kind and really focus in only on absolute must-haves. We saw frequency begin to deteriorate as well, and we're starting to see that rebound. And so the result is that traffic has increased pretty substantially throughout the channel, throughout the last 3 quarters of the year.
Porter-Latin offered some tips on how to use this information.
You could very well be seeing growth and be falling behind the rest of the marketplace at the same time. So take a number like this and try to ask yourself, where do we stand? Are we right in that average of around 7% versus a year ago? Or are we much higher traffic growth, or are we much lower traffic growth? And helps you gauge whether you're on the leading edge and doing the things that you need to do to really be taking advantage of the rebound in consumer behavior that we're seeing.
Key among the strategies bringing consumers back into C stores are fuel rewards and discounts.
Fuel rewards has moved the marketplace greater than anything that we've been able to measure in our data in 30 years. And one of the ways that we measure this is we ask consumers, why did you purchase the brand of gasoline that you most recently purchased? And, historically, any kind of reward or a coupon or a discount or a promotion or something like that would have been about 2%. It wasn't a big deal. Well, now it's at 14%. And before you start to think, well, 14% is not that big of a number. Well, for some retailers, especially like the big box chains, like the grocery retailers, it can be as high as 60 or 70% of the reason for purchasing that brand was the reward or discount. Of all those reward or discount purchases right now, these big box guys have about a 44% share of that business. But it's not just limited to them. We are starting to see a lot of convenience retailers leverage fuel discounts to drive a lot of traffic. And it's really starting to move the needle in the databases.
Of course, Porter-Latin acknowledges not every retailer is in a place to jump on a fuel reward program, and he offers this advice.
And if you don't have a fuel reward program, because I recognize that economically and functionally, that's not going to be a fit for everybody in here. But if you don't have one, what are the attributes of brand and or value that you can stand on to compete effectively in the marketplace?
Reporting for CSP, I'm Steve Holtz.